Hi, everybody. I'm Julia Trillo from Ormond Beach Main Street,
And I'm Becky Parker with Ormond Beach Main Street.
here with our fourth week of news and updates for our small businesses in historic Ormond Beach. It's been a busy week for everybody, I know, kind of a disappointing one on the loan front. All the federal loans and the Florida disaster loan have run out of funds, but we continue to pay attention and we'll be looking for other funding sources for you that we can vet, but also wanted to remind you, if your applications had been received, you will be in the queue if there is more funding available from Congress. And you should keep copies of those applications. If you did not apply, even if you applied for one loan and not the other, make sure you have copies of those applications. Make sure you're in touch with your CPA and your lawyer, because as soon as something new opens up, you want to be able to apply. You don't want to have to go around pulling those documents again. And if you didn't pull your documents the first time, if you didn't apply, go to our resource page at www.ormondbeachmainstreet.com/small business resources. Scroll down to the loans and you'll find information there about what resources you need to pull and have ready. More loan money should become available when Congress returns into session after May the 4th. There's also an opportunity for those of you who are interested. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce is doing a small grant program, $5,000 per business. You need to go online to their website and again, find that information at our resources page. And we'll put it here on the screen for you. You register for the grant. The grant will open on Monday around noon Pacific time, and they will give away the grants to those people who are in line. So go this weekend and register and get in line for that grant program. We are quite sure it will not extend past Monday at 5 p.m. So make sure that you have put your application in for the U.S. Chamber of Commerce grant program.
And just a few more things. We are always talking about and encouraging you to find ways, new and creative ways to stay in front of your customers, even when you can't be with them in person. It's more important now than it's ever been to beef up your digital presence. You know that, but there's a lot of different tools out there to make this a little bit easier on you. And we are fortunate enough to have a wide network of friends and counterparts with other Main Street programs, as well as other downtown partnerships all over the country. And we have no shame in stealing some of the really great ideas that we've seen come out of those communities. The Faces of Historic Ormond Beach is one of those. I'm just going to touch on it quickly because we've already talked about that. But the deadline to get me a photo of yourself in front of, or yourself and your team if you already have one, in front of your business, with preferably with your logo in that photo. We're going to have a social media campaign launching the end of next week to just show everyone the faces that are still working for the community behind these small businesses. So make sure you get that to me, Becky, B-E-C-K-Y, at ormondmainstreet.com. We are also, if you check your email, should have it our weekly recap email out to you by the end of this weekend. So if you check that, you'll see some details about a virtual cash mob that we are going to be doing. I won't go into it too much right now, but every few days we're going to feature a new business and do a live Facebook stream straight from your store, your restaurant, your office, and really give the community an opportunity to receive an update straight from you, and hopefully have some fun with it as well. So just stay tuned for those details. I'm going to quickly show you just our webpage that we've been talking so much about, but I'm going to show you a resource that I think in the meantime, while we're waiting to hear things back about some of these funding sources, there's a lot that you can do in the meantime. And I recently attended a really great webinar. We've all been attending lots of webinars. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. But this one was particularly helpful. And there's, in addition to kind of shifting, can you see my screen, Julia, now?
Yes.
Is it the website?
Yep.
Great, okay. In addition to shifting your digital presence and shifting your marketing strategies to address what's happening right now, Facebook and Instagram both are rolling out some changes that you should be aware of. And there was a really great webinar that covered some of those changes. You just, again, ormondmainstreet.com/small business resources. This area is going to be your most recent news. And this is where we've put the information for, right here, where we put the information that Julia mentioned about the Save Small Business Fund that the U.S. Chamber has put out. And then if you scroll down, you'll find information by topic. So we've got a lot of great stuff for marketing. And if you open up that tab, you'll see the link to that webinar right here. So this group goes over in detail some of the new algorithms that Facebook is rolling out, and that's really going to affect who your posts reach. So highly recommend attending that webinar and registering it. There's a number of dates on that, so it's not like it happens once and then it's over. You can register for a number of dates there. And then I would also recommend that you jump into this gift cards and e-commerce section. We've talked a lot about taking your business online. If you've been thinking about it, or if you've been thinking about just adding an online store to your existing webpage, lots of easy ways to do that. So we've listed some resources right here. But you know, if you still are stuck and you want to get in touch with us, or you want us to help you do some further research, we're more than happy to do that for you. But again, we can't stress enough the importance of being aware of who you're reaching and taking advantage of the technology that we have now. So I think that's it. We've been trying to keep things at just around 5 minutes. And the final thing, as it relates to e-commerce, we've had several businesses just within our district just this week launch their online websites. So one of them I know used Shopify. One of them used their existing point of sale. It was Square, and that was just an easy add-on. So just don't be shy. Don't be scared to try out some of those tools. Now is the time.
One other thing, Becky, is down in the bottom of that web page where we were scrolling before, you'll also find some tools to help you with business planning as this stretches out and we have to reconsider our expenses and how we're going to reconfigure our businesses. You might want to look for some help with planning in terms of building your, this is a particularly good overview from BB&T, so that you can do some planning on your own behalf as this extends out. And you'll find this again on our resources page. Down at the bottom, there's a section for business. There it is. In the other COVID-19 resources for small business. So that's about all we have this week. We hope you are staying well, that you're keeping your chins up, and know that we're here for you. Please get in touch with us. Julia at ormondmainstreet.com.
Becky at ormondmainstreet.com. That's BECKY. And you can call the office phone number. We'll get that message. We're checking it daily. It's 386-492-2938.
Look forward to seeing you next week.
Bye.